Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and I am the blogger behind MissMoreStyle.com. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, my website, so many places you can find me on the internet. Also here on YouTube. Today I wanted to jump on the bandwagon. So many people are doing a what's on my iPhone video, so I kind of wanted to do that today, but I have legit so many apps on my phone. It would take way too long to show you everything that is on my iPhone. So for the purpose of this video, interesting apps that you all might be interested in are my content creating apps. So if you're interested to see what is on my iPhone Pro Max in regards to creating awesome Instagram posts, stories, editing videos, all of that good stuff, then just keep on watching because I'm about to take you on a little tour of this beautiful phone. Do you guys like my case? So cute. It is Rifle Paper Company and I believe Casetify. Whatever it is, I will link it down below. Before we get into this video, make sure that if you haven't done so already, that you hit that subscribe button and you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one of these apps you're the most interested in, or if you use them yourself, or if there's one that I didn't mention that you really, really love, please leave me a comment and let me know what it is. I always love discovering new apps to make content creation more interesting and fun and help my content stand out on the internet, which I'm sure if you're watching, you do as well. So sharing is caring. I am going to start a screen share with ya. So here we have my phone screen. Lovely, right? I'm going to sit over here so we can see it right here. I have everything well organized, sort of. I have my photography folder. I've got my Miss More Style folder, which is a lot of like my blog planning type of apps. I also have this folder, which has like different collage applications that I usually use for stories. And then I also have video. So those are the four realms that we are going to dive into on this edition. Start with the photography folder. So right off the bat, I have to tell you, Lightroom is my jam. If you are not using Lightroom yet for your Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. I discovered Lightroom years ago through some other blogger friends, and they turned me on to presets. And presets are they make your life so much easier as a content creator on Instagram, because you can have these presets ready to go and then you basically just copy and paste them on your images, and then your whole feed just looks so nice and cohesive. And I'll show you guys an example. Sorry, it's like loading a bunch of photos that I took from my ski trip that I just went on, but let me find a good picture to test this out with you. Here is a photo of me and my husband in Big Sky, Montana skiing last week, and if I wanted to put my preset on this, I would just go to presets, and then I have created my own presets. If you've seen my Instagram, which is right up there, then you know my feed is very colorful, so I like my colors to really pop. And so I don't know why, but I named my two presets that I use the most 3rd Street and 3rd Street Light. I think because some of the other ones that I have are also like Los Angeles names, because in the future, I may be offering my presets either for sale or like as a freebie. And if you are interested in my presets, then also comment down below. I really do need to get my butt in gear to figure out how I can share them with people. But anyway, look, I just hit 3rd Street and it just transformed my photo. It looks so much more colorful and vibrant. If I put my finger down and hold it, you can see the before, and that's the after. And I just love Lightroom. I'm not going to get too much into the Lightroom right now because that could be a whole other video, and there are tons of videos already on YouTube that you could watch. I just love how you can really tweak the colors and bring out certain colors in that app. So that's Lightroom. Canva is one. If you're on YouTube or Instagram or a blogger, you have to know about Canva. It's a super easy way to create graphic images. I use it a lot when I'm creating pinnable images for my blog posts. So every blog post, I've tried to create just an image specifically with text overlay that's kind of eye-catching for Pinterest, so that like people will see it on Pinterest and repin it, etc., etc. If you're on Pinterest, you know what I'm talking about, kind of. Canva, like if you're not very familiar with Photoshop or all those type of things and creating graphics, Canva is really great free app that you can use that comes with tons of pre-loaded templates that you can basically tweak to your liking. You can drop in your own images into them. So as you can see, these are like some of the templates, and most of them are free. There are some that you have to pay for. And the thing that I really like is that they already have dimensions for all the different social media platforms, so you don't have to guess about like, oh, like what are the dimensions that are the best for like a Facebook banner, or what are the dimensions that are best for an Instagram story, and all that stuff. They're all already on here. So when you hit, let's say, Facebook cover, you're going to see a bunch of really great options that you could go in and play with to make your own Instagram banner. It's really so easy to do, and if you're not a huge graphic design person, this really streamlines the entire thing for you. So highly recommend this for anybody that's in any sort of social media. Color Story is a photo editing app that I used to use before I got really into Lightroom. And if Lightroom kind of intimidates you, but you still want really pretty, colorful photos, I do really recommend Color Story because they have a bunch of presets on here that are so beautiful. And let's see. Let's try this one. So here's a recent thumbnail that I took for a video that will be coming up soon. You can hit continue. There's all these different filters that you can put on there and check them out. I think I paid for this app at one point. I just have to restore my purchase, but of course you can adjust it. There's all kinds of different preset packs that have different feels to them. So Color Story is great, and I also love some of the effects that they have in there that you can add to your photos, like bokeh, which is like kind of that blurriness. I could go on and on about these, but Color Story is one of my favorite apps for photos because it makes it easier. And again, like I said, if Lightroom is a little bit scary to you, Color Story is good. Okay, one of my favorite, ever bloggers, influencers on Instagram is Teza. And if you don't follow her, you should go follow her. She's just so freaking cool. But she came out with an app that you can use to edit your photos, and she has some presets of her own on here, which are okay. I don't really love her presets for my feed personally, but what I do like about this app is the grains that you can put over your photos. So there's all these different dust grains that you can overlay, and those are it's so easy. If you want to give your photos that vintagey vibe, this is a really easy way to do that, and you don't have to go into a whole lot of trouble. So that's what I love the Teza app for. Hers, I believe you do have to pay a couple dollars a month. It's not too expensive, but for me, it's worth it. Okay, so who can forget about Facetune? We all love Facetune. And if you're not familiar with Facetune, it's basically an app where you can sort of just airbrush your face a little bit, take out some imperfections, maybe whiten your teeth, whiten the whites of your eyes. You guys have to be familiar with this, right? I mean, everyone is. But if you're not, I'll just do a quick little demo. So here's my face. So I could just smooth my forehead a bit here if I wanted. Smooth there. Right? I could also do the details of my eyes, make my eyes pop a little bit. I don't do that too much though, because I feel like when people do that too much, they look crazy. Don't make your eyes look crazy, guys. You don't need to bring them out that much. I can whiten my teeth up a bit. Zoom in. Woo. So I can whiten these guys. And you can see the before and after. Yeah. It's pretty drastic. It's like a basic thing that you can do with Facetune, which I really enjoy that about Facetune. It's a nice way if you have a couple little things here and there that you need to just tweak. It's my go-to. Okay, the Canon Camera Connect. I'm not going to go too much into this app, but if you have a Canon camera, this is an app that you really need, and I'll put a link in the cards up here to a previous video that I did where I showed you how I shoot my own blog photos using my camera, my Canon 6D Mark II, along with this app. They basically connect to each other using the camera's Wi-Fi, or you can use whatever Wi-Fi that you're near, and it sort of acts as a self-timer, but on your phone you can see actually what the lens is seeing, and you can make all the adjustments. So it's a way that I, as a blogger, can take my own photos by myself without any help, and it's a huge, huge thing. If you have the Canon, then you definitely need this app. Make sure that you check out my video so you can see how it works. And if you're looking into a camera, definitely I would recommend the Canon ones that have this capability. I know some other brands do too, but I'm a Canon girl. Just gonna come out and say it. PicsArt. PicsArt is one that I'm really crazy about lately. You can see on Instagram, there's this sort of trend towards people editing their photos in a very whimsical and colorful way with creative things added into it, and PicsArt is how you do that. So let me just show you in my feed a couple photos that I've done with PicsArt, and you can sort of see what I'm talking about. So this is one that I've done with PicsArt lately. I basically put this sticker on the photo, and then I erased it where it was covering my body, so it looks like it's behind me. So this is a really cool one that I liked. Let's see, I think there's another one recently. Oh yeah, this one, I took these little stickers and placed them around me because this post is about a health conference that I was going to. I just think it's really cute. It's so simple. You don't really have to, again, know Photoshop skills to be able to have really cool edited photos that will stand out from the rest when you're on Instagram. I'm trying to see which other one. I used PicsArt for this one for the background. Now notice these little falling flakes of stars. That's another app that I'm about to show you. So what I did is I went into PicsArt. The background where I was sitting was kind of boring and I wanted it to be glitzy and glam because it was a New Year's Eve. So I did that first, and then I took that photo and put it into Werble, which is in the cloud. So let's just give it 1 second while it downloads. But Werble is this really awesome app that I just recently discovered that you can add like animated overlays to your photos. Instagram is becoming very hard to stand out, so any way that you can sort of make your content different and like eye-catching and make people stop scrolling on Instagram is what you want to do, because that is the key. Go into Werble, you can, so you hit this, and then we can add a photo. Let's add one from the snow. So let's do this one. And then let's say I wanted to put confetti on top of it. See, that's kind of similar to the one that I just showed you, but that's not really what I want. So I'm going to trash that one, and let's see if they have a snow one. I think in the Christmas one there might be some snow. Hey, look, it's just very subtle, but it looks like falling snowflakes. Like that looks a little bit more realistic. So you could add that, then you can add another layer. Let's say you wanted to add like some different snowflakes there, like so you can keep adding on layers to add like more of an effect. That's actually really pretty. I'm gonna save that. That is basically my favorites as far as photos go. Let's go now to my collages. I'm gonna try to make this section short. When I do Instagram stories, I usually like to make them stand out a bit, and a couple ways that I do that are with these apps. So the first one that I love is Luxe. And Luxe, I'll just, you can see there's already some things that I have created, so I'll just show you. You know, like this was like my New Year's outfits that I put in my stories last New Year's to show like my New Year's outfits throughout the years. Sometimes I just like to add a little border onto things, so this is just like a simple little film border. It kind of makes the little video stand out a bit. That was for TikTok. This was a story, a sponsored story for a supplement that like is supposed to have melatonin in it, but also be good for your skin. So I like that it has that little border, and then I put like in the background, they have these preloaded backgrounds that you can add that have different looks, and so that one looks like bed sheets, which is why I chose that, but you could change it to a bunch of different ones that they already have in here. You can also like use any image that you've already taken and just put that in as well. But it's pretty cool what you can do with this app. So you get the idea. These are all sort of like collage type things. I use these a lot in my Instagram stories when I'm promoting my new YouTube videos, because I can put not only the thumbnail, but also like the short little teaser bit that I usually put in the beginning of my videos together. And so that creates a great little 15-second story. This one was a teaser for a blog post that I wrote. So I had like, you know, this little video going, and then on the bottom, I just did a screen scroll of the blog post to sort of tease that for people. And it was Christmas themed, so as you can see, I used the pine trees. That's one that I love. I also love Unfold, which is really similar to Luxe. It's just a little bit different. There's some different styles of collages in here. So you can go in, create a story, and there's all these different, they have like the Classico series, which you can see these are a little bit more clean. They have the DW2 series. This is kind of like computer looking, like old school computer, I guess. Looks like Windows on a computer screen, which I kind of dig. So they just have different styles in there. They have some that are film-based looking, some that are like ripped paper. This is another great way to make your story stand out. Go into video really quick. So of the video ones, I really, really love InShot. InShot I probably use on a daily basis. It's just a very easy way to edit videos quickly on your phone. If you need to edit like an Instagram story, or you need to edit a TikTok or what have you, that's usually what I use this for. I don't really use this for YouTube videos, but InShot, I love it. It's just quick and easy. I think I paid for the pro version. Yeah, I did. It's worth it. I use it all the time. I can't say enough good things about it. Another one I'm a huge fan of is Film. God, why are these all in the cloud? This is really making me upset. All these are loading. Film, I'm just going to tell you guys, is a really awesome video filter editing app where you can add these really cool like vintage style video overlays to your videos. So I would use this mostly for Instagram stories or maybe TikTok. Let me just see if I can find a short video. we'll just do this one. When we were driving in the car the other day, they already have all these dimensions set up for you on the bottom. So if you're for an Instagram story, you want 9:16. If it's an Instagram post, you would pick 4:5 or 1:1, and it will crop it to those dimensions. And then there's just like an instant like set. So like that looks like an old camera kind of like those, I forget what it's called, but they have these. They also have these cool like lens flares that go over it. So that's the instant one. They have classic. So you can see it really like definitely gives the video a vintage vibe. These like sort of like burnout looking things. I don't know what the technical term is for this, but you know what I'm saying. The 16mm pack is probably my favorite. It's just so cool, and the 16mm one has like all these like dust and scratches. Like that is so dope. It looks like an old film. So this is just like a great app, and there's so many. Like there's 16mm, there's VHS, camcorder, 8mm, Dream, Dust, and then it goes into all these different like vibey ones that aren't necessarily like a type of old camera. They just have like a sort of feel to them. Now one more, and then we're gonna be done. And it is Videoleap. And Videoleap I love because you can add these like fun little effects to it. Again, this is just like a great way to make your Instagram stories stand out a bit. That seems to be a good amount of apps. So I hope you all discovered some good new ones that you might want to check out, some different tools that will help you in your content creation game. Again, I would love it if you guys would leave me a comment down below and tell me what your favorite apps are for editing pictures, videos, or anything related to content creation and social media. I'm always looking to discover new ones, so please, please, please drop those below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to check out some more videos. Here's a couple that you might like, so maybe check out a couple more, see how you like it, and then hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.